最近よく装備している下着の色でも教えるから、とにかくなんとかしてくれ。
わかったから。ってそんな情報まで持ってるのか。
私に任せてください。子犬さん、こっちにおいで。とっても人懐っこいですね。よしよし、いい子ですね。
全然いい子じゃない。ずっと追いかけ回されてきたんだぞ。
アルゴの犬嫌いは相変わらずだな。
なんで俺っちはこんなクエストを受けちまったんだ。
アルゴさん、よく見てください。こんなに可愛いですよ。
近づけなくていい。可愛いのは分かった。
クエストを受けたらこの犬がついてくるようになったのか。
ああ、村で獣らしき姿を見たっていう NPC がいて、村で獣とくれば作物を食い荒らすイノシシとかが定番だろ
う。アルゴにとってはどんな獣よりも強敵だな。
このクエストの内容ってどういっ
ちょっと待ってくれ。なんせ急に追いかけ回されたからクリア条件も何も調べてないんだ。迷い犬の保護、食材アイテムを一定数与える。
つまり育成しろってことか。
無理に決まってるだろ。
俺に怒るなよ。そんなに嫌ならなんでクエストを破棄しないんだ。
破棄？もう確かにそうだな。いろいろ急展開があって完全に頭から抜けてた。
キャンセルするんですか？
おい、犬頃はともかくゆいちゃんまでそんな目で見ないでくれよ。
ゆいはすっかりその犬が気に入っちゃったみたいだな。
とってもお利口ですよ。噛んだりなんかしません。
利口かどうかは問題じゃないんだよ。
どうにかできないかな、アルゴ。
ならお前が代わりにクエストを受ければいいだろ。そうすれば万事解決じゃないか。
でもアルゴさんがクエストを破棄したらこの子は。
クエストを破棄した段階でどこかに行ってしまうだろうな。
アルゴさん、私がこの子の面倒を見ます。ですから
そんなむちゃくちゃな。
俺もクエストクリアに協力するよ。
俺っちだってクエストの情報は知りたいけど、二人ともちゃんとそいつの面倒を最後まで見てくれるんだろうな。
アルゴ。
はい、ちゃんとお散歩もし
ます。近づいてこようとした時ちゃんと止めてくれるか？
ああ、アルゴを守ってやるよ。
分かったよ。それじゃあこのクエストのクリアを目指すことにする。
アルゴさん、ありがとうござい
ます。だから犬ころを持ったままこっちに来ないでくれ。
ありがとうな、アルゴ。
まあ情報が欲しいのは嘘じゃないしな。
これから仲良くしましょうね、ワン吉。
What is that, Mr. Wookiee or Mr. Wookiee? That is so hilarious.
ワン吉？
もう の名前をつけたのか。は
ゆい嬉しそうだな。
あ、なんであんなのが可愛いと思うのか。聞こえたのか。こっち来るな。
ワン吉、アルゴさんに優しくしないとダメですよ。
さっさとクエストを終わらせないと。俺
So at this point, we should only have one more thing. Yep, go and talk to Premier. And because it's actually heading up towards 1 o'clock, and I do have to work. After we finish this scene, I'm going to show some running around in the field and combat. And things like that. Just to get that in, because we've been doing nothing but scenes and story. That way there's a little more to this than just events and cutscenes at the moment.
そのうちの2つを手に入れたんだよね。
でもまだどういった話なのか見えてこないんだよな。
けど新しい情報も出てきたじゃない。女神がどうのっていう伝承みたいのが。
それから加護を受けるっていうのもね。
加護を受けるっていうのが今回一番の謎なんだよな。突然クエストが発生するし、内容もよくわからないままだし。
Now thinking about that quest to pray for protection from the divine tree, I actually wonder if that was a quest that she made pop up on her own.
祈るクエストは
And that was
目
why it
的地に
seemed
向
like
かう
it
途
did
中
it
で起き
hurt
たんで
when
すよ
we
ね。
accepted it.
であれば関係ないってことはないんじゃないかと思うんですけど。
何か発生条件を満たすようなことをしたってことはないの？
例えばたまたま話しかけた言葉がクエストの条件に引っかかったとかで。
あの時って何を話していたかな。
確かお弁当はもうちょっと進んでから食べようって話をしたところだったような。
She actually said the word bento in there. I can pick out certain things that don't make it into translation.
なるほど。となるとプレミアちゃんは早くお弁当を食べたいがゆえにクエストを起こしたとか。絶対違うと思う。
弁当を食べたがっていたのは事実だけどな。とにかくクエスト発生のトリガーを引いた覚えがないのは確かだよ。
クエスト発生条件は様々なタイプが用意されています。よくあるのは話しかけるタイプですね。他にも指定な場所に足を踏み入れるタイプですとか、時間が経ったら発生っていうのもあるよね。時は来たみたいなやつ。
時間か。今回の神木に祈るクエストに関してはそれが一番しっくりくる気がする。なんせ神木から結構離れたところでクエストが発生したからさ。
神木に祈る。確か前にアインクラッドの成り立ちを聞いたじゃない。
ああ、アインクラッド創世の物語だ。
そこでも木の話が出てなかったっけ？
確か生体樹。
まああっちは巫女の話だけどな。しかも2人いるし。
こっちは女神だもんね。
女神っつうのはやっぱあれか、プレミアちゃんのことだよな。
だとは思うんだけど、まだそうだと言い切れる情報もなくてさ。
いや、あのクールでツンツンした感じはきっと女神様に違いない。
お前の女神に対するイメージってどういうのなんだ？
何にしても 今回のことでプレミアちゃんのクエストクリアに一歩前進したんだ。
Oh, those two. Hey.
You awake?
Yep, I'm still awake.
And if you're going RC, you can hatch the things.
Alright. I've just been streaming for a bit for you to watch later.
Okay.
Are you, like, heading to bed yourself in a moment?
I'm in bed already.
Wish I could join you.
Hi. So I wouldn't have to wear a blanket.
Well, you know, you would enjoy the company, not just that.
I know. Oh no, it's like long been sleeping. Outside my window, I've been quite honestly too much. I just wanted to give you a chance to hatch the couch pouch thing.
Alright, hon, I will in a moment.
Hurry up already. If you don't think
A little bit.
「いたいけな少女のために俺たちが一肌脱いでやろうぜ。」
ずいぶんと気合が入っているわね。
What's up?
だってよ、設定がなくて自分が誰かもわからない子を放っておくなんてできねえじゃねえか。
まあね、それは私も同意する。
おー、待ってろよプレミアちゃん。お兄さんが必ずクエストをクリアしてやるから。
思った以上に規模の大き
Just
そう
like
な
be
プレミアの
forewarned,
ク
I
エス
kind
ト
of stumble trying towards certain things. Working up to the quest that I, like, did just before streaming earlier. Because I wanted to, like, discuss what happened. Well, because, like, there's different areas to the places you run around and fight, but, like, then you have to have a term for the whole, like, section that all of the different areas are in, so that's where it got, like, kind of fumbling. That depends where you're poking and what you're poking with. Well, you never said it was on speaker.
でもこうしてみんなと協力して必ずクリアまで導いてみせる。
Was it like a request you sent me in message to hatch it? There you go. It finished off and disappeared. I don't know if it hatched. Alright. I might have to go into air now and then it might show up. If you what? Oh, no, that's fine. Now I see it on the thing. The what? IG? Oh, sure. Alright, I did some hiding with it. Wow, you sound like you just want to dump it on me. I'm teasing you, hon.
Good job. いいぞ。やるな。
Right. Alright, I did feed, bath, and entertain. I haven't tried that. This is All I have to do is tap it until they fall asleep. Well, now it says he's asleep, it seems, because it says like I can tap to wake up. What's that? It might just be because of the connection you have. Are you going now? You going now? Alright.
Good job.
Okay. No problem, honey. I'll probably text you before I go to bed to check. Because you're like a couple hours behind and I have work tomorrow, so... Bye. Alright, sorry if you're just hearing me fiddle with the mic there. Making sure it was back on. Hopefully I had it muted there. On the phone. Yeah, that's why I wasn't talking. I was on the phone with a friend. This is the basic like, field exploration and combat. Combat's pretty fluid. You just have me hitting L1 here and then hitting circle to complement that. And when they have these things here, there are different traits that they have that affect how they fight. You hit square to attack by default and you see their combo finish. That will do one of your sword skills when you hit that you have set to be your combo finisher. I had it sent to Slant, which was this one I showed you. And, then I sent it back to the horizontal slash, which is this one, because that actually lowers their defense. And then I was trying to show that one, which is the Sonic Leap. So, Elizabeth is a tank, and Planner is a support tank ability, or is a support tank trait. So I want to encourage that, and Fiery is a balanced fighter, balancing between offense and defense. So for Asuna and Tifa, I want to complement that. I was looking for the worker wasps for the insectoid stingers that I was needing for one of the quests for someone to kind of show off exploring in battle. So from the map here you can go to other teleport stations that you've activated. And from there you can just warp around, or in the map if you hit triangle you can just warp back to town. Which is nice, because then you don't have to go to an activated station to do it. I'm just going to put here for a moment to show off a bit more of the exploration and combat and all that. Also showing a different area of the field. I show some different enemies because everything else I have, these kobolds essentially give the demi-human armor scraps, so whichever one it was, armor scraps or weapon scraps, the one And then the arm chunks come from the golems that are only found here at this point. But there's only like 2 of them in each section here, and then... Then as I was saying... arm chunks, and then the demi-human parts come from kobolds, and there's some harvest spots here where we can get the kobolds, the demi-human parts, and potentially get a couple of the arm chunks. I'm not necessarily expecting to get any of the arm chunks. There's just a chance that we could pick up some, or get a drop or 2 from the gold. Just kind of more so coming here, fight some kobolds, show a different area, different section of the first large section of the game towards the end of it. That's before the big boss of the entire area. And also because fighting this stuff here takes a bit more time to get through. The complementing is actually part of the affection system to build up their stars for their EX skills. And build their affection when they get to affection 4. Because no one starts at that. Even Yui and Asuna start at affection 3, which is close. At affection 4, you can start giving people weapons. At affection 5, you can start giving them... Here's one of the goals we're looking for the arm chunk. Dash around like that, you hit R1 with a direction. What I normally use if I don't use complement is I might use dodge to send them back, or triangle over there where complement is, to have them all use skills for skill change. I don't normally remember that switch is there, which is... It basically makes you dash back out of range, and then makes one of your other party members dash in to start attacking.
Good job.
You did good with that. Definitely want Elizabeth to be doing outlaw a little bit. Assuming you're kind of good on your fire, although I do actually want... Copper is good for selling. But there's plenty of areas before this one where we can get it. Yeah, I only got 1 arm chunk, and might have been from killing that golem. That's good, here's another one. We'll kill him, and despite whether it says that it dropped one or not, we'll check to see. Regardless. You see right there, I attacked him after he made a move. And if you use a sword skill after they use an attack, or they use a skill, you weaken them, and while they're weakened, they take more damage. Certain skills, like if I were to have used Sonic Leap there, would have stunned him, which not only would have allowed him to take more damage, but he would have been immobile and unable to do anything while stunned. Check those quests. Yep, you got a second chunk from them, so I can just constantly fight them, but like I said, there's only like 2 golems in the 2 sections of this area, and that's it. Other than that, if you wanted to get an arm chunk, you'd have to really get a harvest spot, which are the sparkles you see me pick up. Ow.
Good job.
Alright, so blocking, I can block and attack. You kind of gradually gain SP back, and as you attack, you gain it back too. But one of the things in Warriors of the Sky to add is you see there when I'm holding block, I can hit R1, and that'll charge my SP back up, as opposed to using ice. Alright, not nice, but Now, unfortunately, if I were to hit L1 and then head down to tell them to heal, they would not use antidote crystals to heal.
回復する
If I tap the right side of the touchpad, it brings up the palette here for me to use stuff like Slow Curse and my potions, and the antidote crystal. And poison resist, which I just put in there because I do actually want to. So here we go. This is one of the other neat things about this. It actually has different party members of the NPC players running around in all the fields fighting. To actually make the world seem a little more alive, like you will actually see players like out fighting. And the NPC players like this that NPC players quest, when you talk to them,
やるな
are we going to the friends list? Then we go to the friends list, as I'll show you here to help explain a little easier. When I hit this to go to the status page for their location, as you notice, any friends that you have, if they are outside of a town, it'll still say where they are. Like it's saying that my party is here at the castle first floor. And you see it says Annie there, who is not one of the main characters from the anime, just one of the NPCs in the game, is actually at the Rome Forge. So yeah, even the NPCs that aren't like the main characters that you know from the anime will actually be out fighting at times if you look at their location on their status page in your friends. Now, I actually think here in the second area there is a spot with another two golems, yes, but I think a possible third. I'm completely sure on that. It looks like I'm out of antidote crystals when they're grayed out like that. That's what it means is you don't have any. So left clicking, you saw me pull up a bigger version of the minimap there. That's left clicking the pad, then you just click it again to bring it down. The blue chests you see on the map are the ones that are protected by a group of monsters. They usually always have the same piece of equipment in it. It'll be just at different qualities, different qualities. Like the sword I'm using is most of my equipment from the chests like that. The piece of armor I'm wearing is actually from the boss here. But the sword and armor I have are 5-star because I got them at 4 stars and I had Elizabeth upgraded. And when they upgraded, her skill that increases the quality of the equipment kicked off. So they went from 4-star to 5.
Good job.
All you can do is when we're taking on those big monsters, like the one that I mentioned earlier on, leading up to the quest that I was hoping to get to redo for the start of the stream. And I didn't realize I couldn't, and I got the game auto save. Nope, okay. The one for the ritual that you had to stop. I'm switching, or using the switch command there by hitting L1 and then X. Fighting him, that might have been a good command to you and your crap. There we go. Might as well grab the chest while we're in it. Oh, there's a high potion. Definitely worth holding on to. So, another thing you may or may not have noticed. When you compliment, you'll see there it says plus 50 SP and recast time reduced by 10%. So also when you compliment them, they gain back 50 SP, and their recharge timer to cast things over again is reduced by 10%. So they can cast again. Now, obviously, you just don't want to go doing that to get star points and raise their affection, and get them buffed and ready to cast things faster. You obviously just want to compliment when they use these things that you're actually wanting them to practice.
わかったわ。
Well, it's not so much practice, but the things you want them to be doing more so. Nice. Got another arm chunk there. It's not that often you get the arm chunks. Okay. I remember where here the couple of golems that I could fight were. In fact, yep, I see one right up ahead there. Actually, do a bit more fighting. So when you get knocked down with a heavy attack like that, you can hit X to and keeper. You see how I did a big attack throw down with the sword art, and now we're weakened. That's something the game will actually show. Oh nice, we actually got 5 of them there from that. Or finished off with a set of 5 arms. Just check something because I do not remember if I had another 2 quests for those or not. No. Malicious Eyes I can't actually get right now. Those are in the next area that opened up after this boss was defeated. I will turn in these couple of quests. You know, the next things you can do is go to the map here, you'll see it says triangle, return to town. So you can do that, and you can select which section of the town you want to go to. Just going to close a couple of things on my phone here briefly. Okay, so the thing with most of the quests that I have, they're quests from... Well, you saw the, like, messages from the, like, non-main characters in my friends list. That's basically what those are, more or less. They're people asking you to do stuff for them, and then they'll send you one afterwards as a thank you. So you know how I was saying we have these people, and you can see players right here that have the symbols next to their names? Well, when they're like this, it's either a quest that you can grab from them, or the question mark will mean you grabbed it. If they don't have that and they have the question mark, it means they'll grab the quest but not finished it yet. And the part that makes this annoying is not only do you have to find them to take the quest, after you finish it, you have to locate them again to turn it in. Don't talk though. When you go to talk to them to turn it in, you don't want to hit circle to talk. You want to hit menu. Then in menu, you come down to errands here. And you see orders, received, and reports is how you turn in quests, even to these guys. So she wanted the singers, that's complete. The thing I like is Chief, Speedy, and Naomi here are 3 of the merchants in town here. And then Royce over there and Tomoe, they never move. Royce and Tomoe are the people always standing by the message board here and at the plaza. And as you saw there, Chiefs and Nanami are 2 of the merchants, and Speedy is another merchant on the other side of the bridge there.
Domo!
Okay, so it looks like we have Royce's next errand done here as well. He wanted more arm shots. As he actually gave me a quest other day to get some of those as well.
Domo!
Alright. What did you have? Ah, the shells, okay. I can accept that and then just immediately turn it into you. Definitely Dominus. Even the main characters, I lose track of them all the time. Even when like 6 of them are sitting in the town, because they blend in so easily with everyone else. Agil, Klein, and Lifa are the only ones besides Pina, or not Pina, but Silica, that are easy to spot, because Agil is really tall, and then Klein and Lifa are in bright red and bright green, and Silica has Pina flying by her. So you can always tell where those guys are because of their bright colors. And then Agil's tall, so he stands out. And then you have the flying feather dragon that Pina has with her. Sorry, Pina's the dragon. But Silica has with her. So one of the things I will show you that actually helps you find anyone you're looking for, because there's 4 different... there's 4 different sections to the town. So one thing that'll help you locate any of the people in town is you go to your friends list here, and if they actually send you a friend request, because the NPC players will do that after getting enough affection with them through their quests. You can go to someone on your list here, hit R1 where it says there to switch status, and the second page of the status screen tells you where they are and what section of it they're in. So it says here Silica is in the town and she's at the Lakeside Park. Lisbeth is at the Teleport Gate Plaza, so if I wanted to find them I'd have to go to those 2 areas, and then I could find them a little easier because I already know where to locate them. After that would come the confusing part of trying to locate where in that part of town they are actually at. But yes, it is... I am not the best at, like, picking out the sprites from everything else. The only way that I know the NPC sprites that I have quests for around is because thankfully this game marks them with the symbols like this for Peppy. And that's kind of why I prefer taking the quests from the sprites that do not move, like the shop owners and the people that stand here by the message boards, because you always know where they're going to be and they don't move otherwise, for the most part. Let's talk to Celia, give her a little bit of an infection bump. The little conversations like this don't actually give you much of a boost at all, but they still help it move along in the long run. So that's to the gate. Let's go check out another part of town just to show it off. We really only showed off the plaza because that's where you have to go to leave town. The market here and the scenic overlook, but we just went to the overlook to go to the cafe and go do the 2 events that were at the cafe there, which is right here when you enter, so... yeah, thankfully I don't think I've ever had the issue of having to take more than a minute or 2. Because the sections of the town aren't that big. Oh yeah, they'll walk around the whole time. They never really sit still unless they're sitting down. But when you like go and talk to someone or you hit square to go to the menu, while you're like sitting there interacting with them, they stand still. But what I was getting at that like makes it a little less obnoxious with that is all 4 sections of the town, they aren't massive. Like, traveling through each section of the town just a couple of times and wandering through every area of it, you'll kind of get a feel for where they can and can't be, because you'll know which areas are walkable and which ones they can't walk on. So that helps a lot because there's not really too much of a space that they can go through once you've been through it. Yes. Like, the scenic overlook here, it's got these 2 sections on the sides up here, the pathways climbing up, the section up here, And it's just basically this big circle with the two offshoots on the sides here. And that's it. The Market Street is just got the two sides on the river, and then the stairs leading up to the Teleport Plaza and the scenic overlook here. Now the park is kind of big, but the park is actually just like one big straight area. It's not that like circular or confusing or winding. It goes from one end to the other, it connects to all three areas. Yeah, see, so here's Silica. You can pick her out because she has Pina with her. And here's Shinon. I might be mispronouncing it some, but I'm pretty sure they pronounce her name with a bit of an S or an SH sound to it. There's Premier, who's important, but she's new to the game in this, or new to the plot in this game. So like for the park, you just have this section down here that goes across the water, and it's pretty straightforward and wide open, so it's easy to tell if someone's around it. Like, see, I can tell this is Aggle, because Aggle is big. Then you have this little spot here with a tree, and like you can kind of see around you pretty easily in the park here. That goes back to the Teleport Plaza. This is the one to Market Street, I think? Yeah. And then down that way on the opposite end of the lakeside is going back to the scenic overlook. Now go over like how the... Yep. They even go over it in the tutorial when you enter the game. They show you that how each area is connected and which areas they're connected to. So this is the Teleport Plaza where you go to leave the town and go into the field. This usually takes me a moment to see if someone's here if it says they're at the plaza. Just because, as you can see, the plaza is really big and rather empty. But it's just a big circular space. The Market Street is the only place that actually takes me a while to ever locate someone. Just because there's a lot of people at the market constantly. So they get lost in the crowds to me. Or I just happen to be looking for them in the wrong spot. Like they're probably somewhere else where, like I'll be looking on the left side and they might be on the right side. And by the time I go and check the right side again, they're either like off down here by the water or they're on the left side. But yeah, they did lay out the town rather nicely, and it's not at all confusing. It's just a matter of knowing if you're in a spot that connects to every spot, or if you're in a section of the town that connects to the other three, or only connects to two of them. But then the thing with that is, if you're in a spot that only connects to two, one of those two connects to all three. In fact, I think the two sections that only connect to two of them instead of all three, those two they connect to are the two that connect to all three. Which, that is, the scenic overlook here is one of them. And then I think it's the Teleport Plaza is the other one. But like, the overlook connects to the market here, which connects to all three of them. And then the plaza connects to the market here as well, which connects to all three. And then the park connects to all three as well.
Yahoo! ねえね
Let's go talk to our cousin Suo. Give her a little bit more affection here for the night. Well, you kind of came in at the end of the stream there to say Dominus. Sorry to tell you, but yeah, it's getting a bit late here, and I do actually have work the next day, so I can't be up too much longer. I just came back from completing some quests and showing combat and what it's like running around on the field. Feel free to, follow. I'm planning to do an October game. Yeah, no problem. Like I said, feel free to follow. I plan to do a game in October for Halloween, and when I'm not doing the scary game, I will be playing Bloodstained. Because the scary game I'm going to do is not actually that long, so I'll be doing it in like short sections, and then for the rest of the stream when I'm not playing that, I'll be playing Bloodstained to keep up with the scary/Halloween theme. Of course, that's a bit away, and I have to do those streams like when I'm not wore out completely from work and on my days off, but I'll get to them. But yeah, in my opinion, if you like sword art and you like the characters, this is a pretty good addition to the games and the series. This is pretty much the latest game, unless they came out with another one since this one. But this is Hollow Realization. And I've been enjoying it. My only thing that I've really had an issue with is that giving the characters equipment is a bit of a task. And like I said, finding characters for quests and just to talk to them can be a bit annoying. But, if you enjoyed it and you had fun, Dominus, I hope to possibly see you around for more streams and for other games. As I may come back to this again later. Yep, take care. Thanks for the follow if you did, and a good night. I definitely will be streaming this a little more later, because I did this for a friend to see it, because there is multiplayer in this that you unlock, where you can play with I think up to 4 other people. And I do actually, so like I'm going to highlight this for her to see so you can see the rest of the stream later through the highlights. But I do want to do another stream of it where she's actually here to see it live. Have a good night yourself, unless you're in an area on the other side of the world where it's daytime right now. In which case, have a good rest of your day. And I'll catch you on later streams if you come back. Just a fair warning, I don't tend to stream too regularly just because of work and being worn out and needing to be off my feet. I sometimes forget to try to do a stream. Alright, so with that, like I said, I will actually be ending the stream here now, guys. There will potentially be at least one more stream of this game to show a friend when I'm able to catch her at a time where she can watch. Over the next couple of days after work, I will be highlighting this. So if you missed it and you want to see what we went through, they'll be in the highlights. And just to let you know, Dominus, a lot of the start of the stream was a lot of story cutscenes. So if you don't want to ruin anything for yourself, skip past that and then watch from there on when I just start running through the field and fighting. Because I was kind of forced to do a bunch of story events. I couldn't even just run out and fight and do stuff. The game kind of pushed me into the story at that point, after a quest I did earlier today. But, as I just said, sorry to repeat, this will be the end of the stream for the night. Need to get a decent bit of sleep because I do have to be a decent bit earlier than I need to be in work to get dressed and be there on time. So catch you all in the VODs. Highlights are the next stream, hopefully. As calling this one here, like I said. Actually going to end it now. So if you're on the same side of the earth as me, good night. If you're on the opposite side, have a good the rest of your day. And I shall catch everyone the next time we come back to Twitch and do another stream, which will most likely be in October. Goodbye.